As crews continue to clear snow and ice from roads across the mountains in western North Carolina, officials are urging drivers to slow down and give snow removal equipment plenty of space. That warning comes after a deadly crash on Saturday in Rutherford County involving a snow removal vehicle near Ellenboro. News 13's Elijah Skipper has more on what happened and what investigators are now looking into.
The family of that victim, Brandon Atkins, tells me that he was more than a name on a report. He was a husband, father, and friend. State troopers say 55-year-old Brandon Atkins of Forest City was killed Saturday night on US 74 East after his pickup truck struck the back of a motor grader performing snow removal. 3 other people in the truck were injured and taken to the hospital. The Highway Patrol says the investigation is ongoing that includes whether the motor grader was properly marked, lit, and positioned in the roadway, and whether speed or visibility played a role. Under state law, motor graders are allowed on highways during snow removal and are required to have proper lighting and visible signal lights. NCDOT says it is working to provide more details about safety requirements for state crews and contractors.
It's important that folks remember safety first. You know, it kind of goes back to some of the things that you learned in driver's school and some of the things that you learned as you were out there driving. But most importantly, slow down, keep a nice, long, safe following distance.
The family also tells me that Atkins' wife was in the truck at the time of that crash and remains in the hospital. State troopers are continuing to investigate and urging caution during these winter weather conditions. In Rutherford County, Elijah Skipper, News 13.
A weekend winter storm response turned deadly in Rutherford County after a crash involving snow removal equipment on US 74 East. 55-year-old Brandon Atkins was killed, and investigators are now trying to determine exactly what happened there, including whether the equipment involved was visible enough for drivers on the road. That has us now asking what visibility standards are required for snow removal vehicles operated by private contractors. News 13's Elijah Skipper looked into the requirements and what investigators are now trying to determine.
I reviewed NCDOT contract documents that require snow removal equipment operated by contractors to have warning lights visible from all directions, as well as headlights to illuminate the plow. Now, investigators are working to determine if the requirements were met during that crash. Inside this home, time feels different now. 55 years, they say, is nowhere near long enough, not when so much of Brandon Atkins' life was spent building something that would last beyond him.
Everybody knew who I belonged to. Just they tell me by just the way I look. And he was so proud of all of us.
Brandon Atkins was a father of 2, and his influence stretched far beyond the walls of this home. His oldest son, Zachary, followed a path into public service with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office.
He was my hero. Between him and my uncle, his twin brother, both of them are the reason that I chose law enforcement. That duty to do the right thing and be there for people when they need it.
That same steadiness defined the bond between Brandon and his twin brother Brian, a fellow member of the sheriff's office who responded to the crash scene. A connection so routine it went unnoticed until the silence replaced it.
We talk every day on the phone. I won't never get to talk to him again.
It's one thing to lose a dad, but I mean they shared the wound together, so I can't imagine what that feels like.
As the family mourns, they're also searching for understanding. They say seeing the Highway Patrol's crash report won't bring Brandon back, but it may help them make sense of a loss that arrived without warning.
I think we need to see the Highway Patrol report. I think we need to see that. I'm interested in that. I just would love to see the report, just to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, just for some closure.
The family also tells me that Atkins' wife remains in the hospital but is showing signs of improvement and just had surgery today. Highway Patrol says that they're continuing to investigate this crash. In Rutherford County, Elijah Skipper, News 13.